Hello, this is Whispering in Blue. I'm sorry I've been taking a bit of a hiatus, a bit of a sabbatical from whispering, but I've had a lot of things to do, and I was sick for about 2 weeks. So I've been trying to keep up with everyone and listen to videos, but I've been a little out of it, a little bit out of the loop. But I thought to get myself back in the swing of things, I would do a survey of a bunch of questions. I may do 2 surveys. And at the moment, my lovely boyfriend, Liberty Whispers, is in my headphones trying to distract me. So we'll see how well this goes. Okay. First question. What is your middle name? And that would be Felonious. Okay. Next question. How big is your bed? Big enough. What are you listening to right now? I'm listening to my lovely boyfriend make voices that sound like a teddy bear having an orgasm in my ears right now, which is lovely. Okay. What are the last 4 digits of your cell phone number? That would be 5309. We'll just go with that. What was the last thing you ate? I just had some Thai food, some pad Thai, from a place called, what is the name of that place? Payway. Payway, which is awesome. It's very yummy. Who was the last person you hugged? That would be my mother. What is the weather right now? Weather right now is cool, fairly clear skies. It's cool for where I live. It's probably about 75 degrees outside. It's about 7 o'clock at night, so it's nice. It's not over 100 like it normally has been for about the last 2 months, but it's nice now. Next question. Who was the last person you talked to on the phone? That would be Liberty Whispers. I'm on Skype with him right now. And yeah, he's in my ears. Before that, it was my brother. What is the first thing you notice in the opposite sex? I would say that would be British accents. Yeah, that would be... No, it would probably be eye contact and personality. Yeah. Favorite type of food? This changes from time to time. Right now, I really like Thai food, but just typical American steak and potatoes type of food I really like too. Do you want children? Someday, probably, yeah. Do you drink? Yes, occasionally I drink. Did you ever get so drunk you don't remember the entire night? Not in the last 10 years. I went through my wild phase in college, but not recently. Hair color is dark brown. I'm starting to get a bit of a like Rogue from X-Men. I'm starting to get a bit of a white streak at one of my temples, like going back into my hair, but that's what life will do to you, I guess. Eye color. I have brown hazel eyes. The outsides are green and the insides are brown. Do you wear contacts or glasses? Yes, I wear glasses most of the time, and contacts if I gotta be purty or if I have to go and do a presentation or something like that. Favorite holiday? That would definitely be Christmas. I love Christmas. Just seeing everybody and being cozy and snuggly. I really like that. Favorite season would be a tie between spring, which is pretty much non-existent where I live, so I'm going to go with fall. Fall is my favorite season. I like it when it's nice and crisp and cool, but not really, really cold. But I do like winter, like the thought of being in the snow in winter and going sledding and stuff like that. But we don't get snow down here, so gonna go with fall. Have you ever cried over a girl or a boy? I think if you haven't done that by the time you're my age, it's kind of atypical. Yes, I have cried over a boy, and I have cried over a girl, not in a lesbian sort of way, but I got my feelings hurt at one time, and yeah, so people have affected me in the past. Last movie you watched? Actually, last movie I watched in full was Case 39. But after that I watched, let me see, I watched the last Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland while I was trying to go to sleep one night. So that's the last movie I watched. And I will watch anything with Johnny Depp in it pretty much across the board. Yeah, Liberty Whisper he doesn't like that. But I love Johnny Depp. What books are you reading? I'm actually kind of taking a hiatus from reading right now. Books, I guess easy readings type of books. I'm reading a lot of technical stuff for what I have to do for my job. So that's what I'm reading. And I'm reading a lot of news, keeping up with current events. Piercings, I have, I used to have a lot of piercings, a lot of cartilage piercings. I think I had about 8 cartilage piercings. I took them all out last year because of my job and because they were just a little too much for the image I was trying to put across. But I used to have a lot of piercings. Now I just have a double piercing in each earlobe, and my belly button is pierced. I used to have 12 piercings though, so you do the math. Okay, favorite movie would be Silence of the Lambs. Yeah, it's my favorite movie. Favorite college football team? I don't really have one. I dig University of Texas, I guess, but I don't really watch college football. That's not to say that I'm averse to watching sports, because I actually enjoy watching sports, but I just don't keep up with anybody. So what are you doing, or what were you doing before filling this out? I was trying to figure out what I was going to do in this video. Yay. Any pets? I have a cat, a fat tabby cat, and 2 fish. I have 2, what they're called, blood parrot fish. And they get to be pretty big. Mine are still growing, but they are orange fish. And then it asks dogs or cats. And I'm more of a cat person, but I like dogs too. Favorite flower? This is an easy one for me. I love hydrangeas. That would be my favorite flower of all time. Have you ever loved someone? I would say yes. Yes, and I currently love several people in different ways. But, yeah, I have a lot of love in my life, and I'm very thankful for that. Who would you like to see right now? I would like to see Liberty Whispers, of course. I would like to see my best friend who lives in Washington, D.C. There's several people, but all in due time. And I see them from time to time, and hopefully I will be able to see my sweetheart pretty soon, so that'll be very nice. Have you ever fired a gun? Yes. I have, and um, I'm very good at it. I go out to the range every once in a while and shoot. I don't shoot at living things though, so I don't hunt, but I target shoot, and I'm a good shot. Do you like to travel by plane? To be honest, no, but it's a necessary thing, and I've managed over the years to kind of. I have techniques to get over my fear of flying. It's just something I have to do, and that's fine. But I do understand other people who have a fear of flying. I just say a little prayer, and then if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. So, but once I'm up in the air, I do like looking out the window and, seeing the earth and the clouds and the sea and everything. So that's kind of surreal and, interesting. I wish I had a better knowledge of geography. I could tell where everything was. Normally I can tell when I'm like flying over the Mississippi River or things like that, but yeah. I think if I didn't have a fear of flying, I would enjoy taking flying lessons just because I like to look at things from the sky, but it's getting up there that's the scary part for me. Are you missing someone? Yes, but it will all be okay. I miss people in my family who have died, but I also miss people who aren't with me. But as I said, it'll all be okay. Do you have a tattoo? Yes, I do. I have a tattoo. That's all I'm going to say about that. Do you still watch cartoons on Saturday mornings? The only cartoon I really watch, well, there are two. One is Dexter's Laboratory, and the other is South Park. Actually three, and I watch Family Guy too. So, but not on Saturday mornings. I normally catch them on like Hulu or YouTube or something like that. Are you hiding something from someone? No. I'm pretty open, easy to read person. Are you 18? No, I'm not 18. What is the wallpaper on your cell phone? It is, let me see. It is blue with little birds, little cartoon birds all over it. It's very happy. Actually, it's white with little cartoon bluebirds all over it. Did you get enough sleep last night? Yes, I actually did. But I had some crazy dreams. I've been having crazy dreams recently. First thing you thought about this morning, let me see. I thought about my sweetie, and I also thought I was being crushed because my cat had sat on my stomach and fallen asleep. What do you have handy at your bedside? Normally I have my computer with me, so I have all of the charging stuff. I have something to drink. I have exercise-induced asthma, so I just to ease my mind, I keep my inhaler by my bed. I have a Bible by my bed. Just, I don't know, typical bedside stuff. Grilled or fried? Depends on what you're trying to eat, but I try to eat more grilled than fried. I don't like French fries, so that X's that huge fried component out. But I do like fried shrimp and stuff like that. What makes me unique? It's a broad kind of question. I don't know. I'm pretty quirky, and I don't know. Sometimes I think my outlook, well, I guess we're all unique in that way. Our outlook is all unique. So yeah, I don't know. You decide. I don't know what makes me unique. Y'all decide. Are you afraid of the dark? No. But I guess that's kind of dependent on if I've watched a really scary movie beforehand. But no, I'm not afraid of the dark. As long as I have my cell phone to light my way, I'll go into my dark house. I have no problem with it. Favorite hangout? I like to go to coffee shops and bookstores and stuff that have coffee shops in them and sit and work. I have a bar in town that's kind of like Cheers that occasionally I will go to and catch up with people. I used to be a bartender, so it's just it was a very, very small bar, but I'll go and catch up with them, and it's fun. All sorts of people go to this bar, so you get all sorts of personalities, but it is a lot like Cheers, so I've enjoyed that. 3 things I can't live without. Just on a day-to-day basis, things that I use all the time. The internet. Well, I mean, technological things I can't live without. Of course, I could live without the internet. I use the internet all the time. I use my cell phone all the time. I think that 3 things you can't live without is kind of a silly question. I need water, I need food, I need shelter. Love, my cat. Yeah. I don't know. Things that I enjoy. Music. Creativity. As broad as you want to make that question, I think it's silly. Anyway, favorite song. Right now I'm digging a song called Pudding Time by Primus. Yeah. If you haven't heard it, it's quite lovely. Pudding Time. It's pudding time, baby. I love that song. What are you afraid of? We're just going to talk about fears. I'm afraid of being stuck in something where I couldn't get out and drowning, or being stuck in something where I couldn't get out and burning to death, which goes hand in hand with my fear of flying. So, or the fear that I'm getting over of flying. So, yeah. But, yeah, those are my 2 biggest fears. I think they're pretty normal. Are you a giver or a taker? I would say I'm a giver. I have problems taking, which has been to my detriment sometimes in my life, but I think it all works out in the end. What are your nicknames? Really can't tell you my nicknames without cluing you into what my name is, but let me see. As I said in another video, my brother used to call me Cutlet. Some people call me Honeybee. My grandfather used to call me Pumpkin. So there you go. What is your dad's middle name? Victoria. What is your mother's middle name? Yeah, I'm not going to get into that. Mother's middle name, we'll just call her Shaniqua. Yeah, there we go. Stuck on a desert island and could take one thing. A trunk with a ton of provisions in it and a and satellite cable and stuff to build a house. And my cat. Yeah. Favorite TV commercial? I love those Old Spice commercials. Yeah, any Old Spice commercial. I enjoy those. And the ones that, who is the guy that was in, oh shoot, what is his name? From SNL. What is his, Will Ferrell. Like the kind of offshoot commercials that he did. Those are really funny. I enjoyed those. Who's your cell phone provider? AT&T. First thing you'll save in a fire? My cat. What is your favorite color? Now, if you don't know this one, my favorite color is blue. Obviously. What are the things you always take with you? Laptop, chargers, cell phone, files with papers that I'm currently dealing with, record book, car keys, wallet, little makeup bag, little brush, a little bottle of body spray. Let me see. What else? Pepper spray. Yeah. I have a thing on my keychain. Oh, a flashlight. These are things on my keychain. Flashlight on my keychain. A thing on my keychain that you can use to break out a window if you're trapped in a car, and also that will cut a seatbelt off if you're trapped in a car, that my dad gave to me to allay that fear. Yeah, those are the things that I always take with me. What did you want to be? Oh, and I always have a fishing rod in my car, just in case. What did you want to be when you were a kid? I wanted to be a reporter. I wanted to be an astronaut. I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be an oceanographer. I wanted to be a geologist. I wanted to be an archaeologist. I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be a flautist. I think that's about it. Yeah, we'll just go with that. I wanted to be a lot of different things. What do you usually do when the clock turns 11:11? I very rarely see the clock turn 11:11. I always see the clock turn 12:34. Yeah. And normally I just say, wow, it's 12:34. Then I get on with my life. What is the color of your bed sheet? I've got two different beds, so I have two different bed sheets. I've got cream-colored bed sheets on my big bed, and then on the guest bed I have leopard print Ralph Lauren sheets. What do you think about before you go to bed? I think about my sweetie, and I think about what I have to do the next day and what time I have to get up in the morning and stuff like that, normal stuff. So that is the end of this survey. I wanted to apologize again for being gone for so long, but I'm getting back in the swing of things, and I've had a couple of requests which I'm working on, but these are very specific requests, and for some reason when I sit down to read certain things, I have been having problems reading in an accent, and it's taken me a long time. So just be patient with me, and you all have been very patient. I appreciate it, but I am getting back into it. So I will be making more videos in the upcoming weeks, but I'm very, very busy right now, and it's a crazy time, as I'm sure it is for a lot of you. But I hope that you all have a relaxing day or evening, and I will talk to you later.